Fadi Ghandour is the quintessential entrepreneur, an amazing role model and a visionary, and a thought leader for an entire generation. Fadi is famous as the founder of Aramex. He has now reinvented himself as the executive chairman of Wamda Ventures, a new VC fund focusing on technology investments in the Arab world. Amongst his other notable roles and positions that he holds currently includes the managing partner for MENA Venture Investors, board member for Branch Capital and Endeavor Global. He's on the advisory council of MIT's Media Lab, a board of trustees at the American University of Beirut, founding investor of Maktub.com in 1999, which was subsequently sold to Yahoo in 2009 and started the digital revolution in the region. He's also the chairman of Rawad, an equity-based fund for micro-businesses and micro-entrepreneurs. He is a graduate from George Washington University. I have known Fadi for many, many years, and he is a true icon. He is a true business leader. A lot of people here are successful, and many of them in this room and many outside. But success is measured not just by numbers, but it's measured by contribution, is measured by sustainability, is measured by a future vision, is measured by commitment. But even more than all of those things is measured by character. He is humble, he is authentic, he is real. He's a very, very special man. Could you please give him a big round of applause to start this thing? I see you as a revolutionary, as an activist, as somebody who's ready to shake the tree. Do you see yourself like that?
Absolutely. It would be boring. I would have a boring life if I didn't think that I was like that. No, look, revolutionary in the sense that I kept my very innocent and sometimes stupid habits of a naughty boy, if you want.
Yeah.
So I questioned a lot of things. I refused authority consistently.
Yeah.
I like to explore. So that's, revolutionary in the sense that I thought things could be done better also. When people made fun of us saying, web browsers, there is no internet businesses that are going to make it in the Arab world. Why? Because, there is this sense that we are backward. When the guy from Silicon Valley comes, they believe it. So when Yahoo came to town, we are suddenly, the industry is happening. Somebody needs to give them that first check so that you can validate that idea, whether it makes sense or not, or to get them to fail. Because in failure is where we learn. Silicon Valley is the story of saying it sits on a graveyard of so many startups.
Yeah.
In the digital economy, the entrepreneurs are not taking permission. They don't care whether licenses come up or don't come up. They're going to build their apps, and they're going to disrupt, and they're going to do stuff, and they don't care. He's a challenger of the status quo, which is a revolutionary at the end of the day. Retail model is under threat because it didn't grow last year while e-commerce is growing 50%.
Yeah.
So the people that say people are not buying, they're buying, but they're buying somewhere else. So I was a revolutionary, and I can't say this because it's so old, they won't throw me in jail. So I was in the demonstration business,
right.
An Arab student activist. I learned the freedom of thought, I learned the freedom of speech, I learned the freedom of rebelling. If you don't know how to argue your cause, your cause is a failure. If you have a degree from a fantastic university and you are boring, you're not going to get employed. The beauty about the Harvard Business School is its incredible network.
Yeah.
It gets me jobs. What I love about the announcements of some of the big companies in the US today is that they are taking away from your CV where you graduated from. Because that gives you a bias. Because a Harvard grad, with all due respect to Harvard, is interviewing a Harvard grad. And I come from George Washington University. Who is he going to employ? The stupid GW grad or the Harvard grad?
Yeah.
I sit on the American University of Beirut board.
Yeah.
And I can say it, I am bored with that board. I am bored. I just met the president, and I said, look, you wanna engage me? I need to feel that I am making a difference, that this university is going to go to the 21st century, that the classroom is no longer the place where kids are going to learn. When are we gonna let them tinker? When are we gonna create, for instance, an internship program in universities? Because Northeastern University has a fantastic program in the US, by the way. It's not Harvard, with all due respect, but you will not graduate unless you do a year of actual internships. And you know what happens to these people is they become legitimate, capable people ready for the job market. You're building the walls, and you're telling me now to break them down? If you want to compete, go improve your products effectively and compete with the global products. So what the digital economy is doing to all of us, and God bless Amazon and the rest of them, is that they're getting us to shape up. And we need to start moving away very clearly from this lousy reputation that we have as business people as being greedy, we don't care about society, we don't invest in society, and let's demolish completely the concept of corporate social responsibility and CSR, because it's about PR. If you are not activists in the sense that you are active in your society, that you are making a difference in your society, that you're employing because the well-being of society is good, that you're not going to celebrate a company that fires 1,000 people and go buy their shares because their income will improve because they fired 1,000 people, then you are ethical. You know, Aramex in the financial crisis did not fire a single employee. Our revenue went down 10%. We never have ever fired employees. And thank you for that, and maybe the markets would have accepted that, and maybe we could have taken an opportunity and say, let's fire people because everybody expects you to fire. But we did not fire.
Ladies and
gentlemen, we're doing better now, so let's go.
That's quintessential Fadi Ghandour.
Thank you very much.